Hey everyone, this is Robert SVR and today I want to talk about RiseX points program start. That's a great thing to talk about. We will talk about retro points, about conditions of that points program, uh, what we can expect from RiseX, and so on. Before we start, I want to say that RiseX referral link, my referral link, is under this video, and it possibly will have a points boost. Not everyone will have a points boost under their referral link, and my referral link possibly will have this boost. So you can use it. And of course, the main sponsor of the video is my website about Perps, which is perpsmania.com, where I talk about Perps. I add different Perps, points, calculators, events, a lot of information, not just a Perp Dex list. I'm trying my best. Link in the comment as well. So, finally, the point season has started, and it has cons and pros, to be honest, if we're speaking about RiseX. And I will first talk about the points program itself, and then my opinion on all of that and potential of RiseX. I will speak around that in the future, but generally it's positive, of course. So the points program has started. The first distribution will be on 28th July, and which is more important for us, retroactive points will be distributed on 23rd July. And they even added a time, which I personally really like. I would say that this retroactive distribution will be super important for everyone, for whoever farmed before or whoever didn't farm before as well. Let's check out general things about it. First of all, 200k points located per week, which I love as well because it's different from our perps, so it's understandable, but you can understand in difference with our perps, but still it's a bit different. And Ignite is expected to end no later than Q2 next year. If we count, it says that the maximum amount of points will be distributed until the next end of second quarter, which is 1 year. And I want to say that 1 year is totally fine for a points program. Of course, I would say the only bad thing in it, a good thing that we know at it, a bad thing around it, that we expect a huge amount of points anyway. But it's totally fine, and I better know the date than not knowing the date and not know the total amount of points. I love that. I love that devs are saying those things and we can expect and calculate, and this is understandable for both parties. Then earning points. Very important. The points model changes each week. Qualifying activity includes. What does it mean? It means that every week, I mean, they are not saying it, but I'm saying that too because I know how it works. That each week, each activity group, which stated by groups, right, will have a multiplier. So, for example, higher order activity, user segmentation, and that means that the pairs with lower amount of trades will get more points. Total cost, fees paid, slippage, and negative markouts, which is minus PNA, liquidations, slippage, loss on fees, traded volume both maker and taker, then on-put interest and position hold time. They're saying that right away that on-put interest and position hold time both affect your points. And I love it because in general that affects everyone. It gives us opportunity to earn a little bit more points on certain things, and it also explains how can you actually earn points. Because trade lower OE pairs, keep positions open for a while, pay fees, use different pairs, trade, and that possibly will give you the better amount of points. I'm not saying that you will get a huge amount of points because huge amount of points it's typically anyway volume, right? But it will be giving a better conversion of points. Then Genesis Traders, yeah, as I said, and Rise Airdrop location. This is also very important because some users were curious about this one and I wasn't. to be honest. I knew this from the start. 100% of Rise points allocated to RiseX users. So this is the chain is Rise, but the thing is that this is a chain for perp decks, not a perp decks for a chain. And this is clearly stated here, right? So yeah, of course, maybe possibly in the future, the same way as on Hyperliquid, there will be certain apps on this chain, and I expect it, yeah. But the thing is that the token itself is built for the perp decks, and chain is built for the perp decks, not otherwise. Before we go to my opinion, overall opinion, RiseX potential opinion, and like what is going on, I will also want to mention about Vault. They launched their Vault, so APR sometimes is pretty nice. The only problem, their Vault is limited. So if you want to join, track their Twitter or maybe Telegram, I don't remember, but yeah, mainly Twitter and join, because yeah, APR is really nice and it was even better at the start. So now about my opinion about everything of this. So the first part, retroactive points. Retroactive points affected, they hardly affected of their decisions. So how much point they will distribute, right? And this will affect everything, because they distribute too much, then 1 year points will be not that interesting. They distribute low, then everyone is set as well. So retroactive points should be nice and should be rewards. And we also don't know how they will be distributed, like per week. Then first week traders will get an insane amount of points, or it will be split around all those weeks. So like they say, oh, we're giving away 2 million points for all pre-point season, and that's it, and it just divided. It will be fine, but yeah, also points for competition and rewards for competition. So yeah, we will need to find out how it will affect, because possibly it can be really nice, but I have a feeling that it will not be like, oh, this is a life change. I think we will get a nice amount of points anyway, but I just don't think that we will get like insane amount of points. That's my opinion, that's my feeling. And the main thing for us to understand, like, are we farming it right now? And this is a strange question, I would say, for perp decks which started their points program. But the problem is that uh, RiseX, RiseX did a really nice job in the per point season, and that's a problem. I mean, that's not a problem for the perp decks itself, but I would say it's a problem in a certain ways for both, for users and for RiseX, because they did too good for the pre-point season. Users are really farmed it nicely, did nice volumes during that pre-point season, and we can see that RiseX is already top 12 perp decks. Perps Mania rating, which this rating, it tracks both open interest, 24-hour volume, and 7-day volume. So it combines those three stats and gives it a rank with log on top. So it's like a fair review of rank, not just open interest or volume, because everything matters, not just volume, not just open interest, everything should be counted. And this RiseX is doing pretty nice. Yes, of course, there's a room for growth. There's Standix, Edgix, Extended, Pacifica. This year should be TG. Extended, TG should be somewhere soon. Standard X, TG should be somewhere soon. Gervete, TG should be somewhere soon. And there's a possibility that then those perdexes will and their make their TGE, the users will try to find a new perpdex, and possibly, probably, right, that will be a RiseX. Why not? They are doing really good. And in that situation, we need to understand that possibly that if they have a 1 year points program, it's not that rewarding to get points in first weeks. But at the other hand, there is a possibility that RiseX will work really hard the same way they are doing right now, that it doesn't matter, that their points price and the how hard to get their point will be growing each week for 1 year, and then it will be still rewarding to farm in those first weeks. But I would say that probably the best way would be to farm all those weeks. So you just don't start big. No, don't need like if you wanted to make 10 million, right? Maybe you should do like I don't know, half a million every week, and that will be fine. If you do it continuously each week, control your risks, control your points price, you will still get a nice amount of points, a nice amount of volume. But of course, that's per your strategy. I will see myself how it works for me and how it will look like. But I would say that from the new perp dexes, it's one of the perp dex I would farm, I would work with. Because yeah, I just loved how they do it, right? Because we know like of course I'm doing variational, but of course then some other perp dexes. I don't know, for example, Nado, I love it. I work it on it a lot, farm it, but what is going on with them? I don't know, their volumes are insanely low. That's why they are lower in the rating, even though their open interest is much higher than RiseX. But for example, RiseX started doing RWA assets, started doing agent stocks. So yeah, I do believe that they have a huge potential and nice bright future if they work the same way, and it will be rewarding for everyone as well, right? So for now, for me, this is one of the perp dexes which I will be farming in the future anyway. Of course, everything can change, but for now, they're doing really good. Thanks for watching. That's it for now. Put likes, comments, follow me. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments. I will really like if you say if you're farming it or not. Thanks and bye.